Brad, I'm the Flat Rate Master, and I went to Harbor Freight. Where I live, there's 2 Harbor Freights. There's a relatively new one. I have not been to a Harbor Freight in years. So obviously I'm home and have to now maintain my vehicles at home because I'm not working in a shop yet. So I had to buy some stuff. I went to Harbor Freight needing specific things. Wheel chocks, because again, I live on a hill and my driveway goes like that. So I don't want to have a car go down into the ditch on the other side of my house. Wheel chocks were a necessity along with oil drain pans. I left my only undercar oil drain at the shop, so I bought some new oil drains. Obviously I got the stuff I needed from Harbor Freight and then decided to look around. Now, unfortunately, while I was there, the store was fairly busy. Why it was busy at like 10 o'clock on a Tuesday, I don't know, but it was. So I was not able to film anything. I was expecting to film some stuff with my phone and just cut it in here, but unfortunately, people walking around and talking and all that, and it was not gonna work real well. Not to mention it's a smaller store, so there wasn't a whole lot of room to back up very much to actually get shots of the new toolboxes or the Icon series toolboxes or products or anything like that, because they were pretty narrow as far as the shelving, so unfortunately didn't get any footage. The Icon line has become, well, iconic because it's better made stuff than Harbor Freight usually sells. It's, typically made at plants that make other companies' quality tools. Some of the same stuff that, Tecton gets made is made at the same factories. Generally regarded as pretty good tools. Now, of course, I don't need to buy any of that stuff, but I did get a good chance to check out the Gen 3 Harbor Freight toolbox as well as the Icon toolbox, and I gotta say, I was relatively impressed. Now, the Gen 3 toolbox seemed fairly well built. Now, is it as good as a Snap-on Matco Mac kind of toolbox? Probably not. Definitely a step up from the older Harbor Freight stuff. Now, they're of course narrow, not as wide as the Icon series, which obviously you're paying a lot more for the Icon series. I would say definitely still something I would recommend for a young technician. More money than the older systems, but definitely a good step up from basic stuff. Now, there's definitely other foreign-made toolboxes of similar quality out there, like Strictly Toolbox, etc., that will get you similar quality as the Gen 3, but it's still a good option. Compared to like a technician I used to work with, bought a Husky box, slightly better, I would say, than the Husky box he bought, comparable at least, and definitely a good option. The Icon series is a step up from that, in my opinion. As good as a Snap-on Matco toolbox, probably not, but definitely a more affordable option with lots of great accessories, lockers. Lockers are one of the best things on the planet for a technician with a lot of cases. And that kind of tool system is a welcome addition, I think, to the industry, is giving a technician a more budget-oriented full system toolbox where you can add hutches and lockers and add on to an existing toolbox instead of, upgrading and always having a tool payment. Those toolboxes are worth the money. Are there better options out there? Well, yes, but they're much more expensive. So I think there's definitely something to look for if you're looking for a upgrade in a toolbox. Unfortunately, they did not have any of the new roll carts on display, so I was not able to look at the roll cart. It is what it is. Figured I went to Harbor Freight, I could make some content out of it. So as always, thanks for watching. I am the Flat Rate Master.